Well, whether you love a crisp Sauvignon Blanc, a bubbly cuvee, or prefer something sweet like a blueberry wine, Fenn Valley has you covered. And this weekend, you can try them all, along with enjoying great local food, live music, and cellar demonstrations during their wine festival. It's happening Saturday. Brian Lesfrance is here to tell us all about it. Brian, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about the wine festival. What can people experience?
Sure. So our wine festival is kind of our celebration of two things. One, it's sort of loosely aligned with our annual birthday, so we consider it kind of a celebration of our now 52 years in Southwest Michigan.
Okay.
And then more important than that, though, it's really a celebration of our customers. You know, we know without them, we wouldn't be here. So we try to design it so you can kind of get a thin slice of all the different stuff you can experience at Fenn Valley throughout the year. So it's a great way to come out and kind of get the 10,000-foot view, enjoy the vineyards, enjoy the cellar, enjoy some wine, and then maybe use it as a springboard into some other things where you might come back and visit us later on.
Yeah, so celebrate your customers, but at the same time, invite more to come and see really what you're all about.
Yeah, so we do tastings right out in the vineyard, which is kind of neat. We have these specially designed hay wagons that we use for our tours. So that's kind of a sneak peek of what our vineyard tours are like. You can ride around, hop off. There'll be samples right out in the middle of the vineyard, so you can see the plants up close, ask questions about how we grow the grapes, try some wine right there. There's some yard games set up. So that's kind of the nice vineyard experience. You can come back near the tasting room where we have live music. We have two bands going on through the afternoon, some local food trucks. So that's kind of a sneak peek of like our typical Thursday night music thing we do all summer. And then for folks who sign up early, which they can do on our website, you have access to a cellar demonstration where our head winemaker is going to go through showcasing kind of how we make wine down in the cellar, get a break from the heat a little bit. So that's kind of a preview of what you can do if you go down in the cellar for a tour later on in the season.
Wonderful. And talk a little bit about your history. So this is your birthday party, right? You
Yeah.
guys do a lot of different things. I mean, you're making like classic wines that people are familiar with, along with these fruit wines. You guys have ciders, all kinds of things there.
Yeah, I mean, Southwest Michigan is such a great place to grow all the things. You know, we have Lake Michigan that helps temper our climate, makes our winters more mild, which allows us to grow the classic European wine grape. So we do everything from Sauvignon Blancs, Cabernet Sauvignons, Merlot, all the more very traditional wines that you really can only grow right along the lake. And then we also do all kinds of other stuff. You know, we do a lot of hard ciders. We do a lot of fruit-based wines. Really something for everyone is kind of what we do. And I think that's a real reflection of what we can do here in our region. We have a lot of different types of fruits, a lot of different types of vegetables that grow. If you can't find something around here that you like, you're probably not looking hard enough.
I was going to say, yeah, you're going to go, and yes, if you like to imbibe at all, there's going to be something there for you.
Yeah.
And then talk too about, you know, you're talking about your Thursday nights. There are different events. If you can't make it on Saturday, there are lots of times people come out, visit, tour.
Yeah, so this Saturday is 1 to 6, 12 to 6 if you sign up early online.
Okay.
You save a little bit of money if you sign up early, so I always encourage you to do that. Otherwise, yeah, every Thursday night we do live music, which is a lot of fun. It's usually, you know, a couple hundred people just out in our infield area, so it's really relaxed. We have local food truck, plus we make our own pizzas in-house on Thursday nights. We do tours every weekend where we go out in the vineyard or in the cellar, kind of depending on the time of the year, give people a more in-depth, close-up view of how we make wine, how we grow grapes, really try to demystify the process. We also do winemakers dinners in the fall and in the spring where we do more of an elaborate kind of coursed out dinner where you can spend a little more time with the team plus with the wines. We really try to do something year round just to get people out to come visit us and really, again, our whole thing is to educate and entertain. So we want to teach you a little bit about wine, but let you enjoy some while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to learn. So absolutely, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, and then hopefully everyone can come celebrate the birthday. Fenn Valley Wine Festival, it's coming up this Saturday. Of course, at Fenn Valley Vineyards is from 1 to 6. But if you buy your tickets ahead of time, you can get in an hour early and get a special demonstration. But and save some money because they're $10 online. They're $15 at the door. FennValley.com for all of the information and to grab your tickets there.